Because with the heroic act, that is what you're offering to God, whatever merits that would, be to the satisfaction for your own sins, that you're giving them to God to use for the benefit of the souls in purgatory now. And when you yourself die and go for judgment, you will have actually surrendered all of the benefits of your propitiatory acts in life. You have given the benefit of those to other souls. And you arrive with nothing of your own. Why would one do this? Well, obviously, love for our Lord. Ultimately, it all comes down to that, right? Love for God. But love for the souls too, and to relieve their sufferings now. But it also has to carry a certain willingness to suffer for in this life, to suffer contradiction, hardships, and in other words, to have something that has the merit of satisfaction for sin in this life, and a willingness to continue suffering in purgatory for these other souls. So I guess in a sense, it's like saying, Lord, take from them their purgatory as much as you can, and in a sense, give it to me, because I'm giving them whatever merits of satisfaction I can now, and I'm willing to do this suffering later because I've surrendered that, So in a sense, as much as it benefits them, let me carry the burden of suffering for that in the next world even. But it also indicates that a real trust, a certain trust in our Lord, that if you make that act of charity and that act of giving, that God will not allow that to go unrewarded. That God in his providence, that he'll take care of you somehow. Now I might say, well, I'm making that act, that offering, with the confidence that our Lord is not only going to accept it and reward me that I was making that act of charity, wink, wink, but actually he might even do away with my purgatory entirely because I was willing to give that up. And I might have that in the back of my mind. But people who make that act of the heroic act have to really reckon with the idea that they are saying that they are willing to take upon themselves the suffering of others in purgatory. And they're willing to endure that for them by surrendering whatever satisfaction acts they do in life. They have to be willing to do that up front. Personally, I can't help but think that God would reward that and bless them for that. If somebody were to say, I'm making the heroic act with the confidence that, God's going to take my offering, but he's going to reward me so much that I'm not going to have more purgatory, I'm going to have less because I was willing to do this. I would say, well, hopefully you're right about that, but the fact is what makes it so meritorious is that you're willing not to have that happen, Yeah. So you just don't count on that, okay? So that the act is truly heroic and really is that meritorious. Don't take away the meritoriousness of your own action while you're doing it.
Yeah.